morning, good evening, and good afternoon, friends. TaikunZ here, and it's been a while. But this week, we're welcomed with a returning series and their third collaboration with Unison League, which is the 7 Deadly Sins, or Nanatsu no Taizai. It's kind of a funny choice of a collab event to have this month and year, with current events on the anime being in mind. But without further ado, let's get started. So I am currently at the collaboration website. So here is like a preview of all the things to come. So first off, it's this Twitter event. It's only for the Japanese players, and there's a video here, but I'm definitely not allowed to play it on this video. So what I'll do is I'm gonna link the website and you can see for yourself what you're doing here. But to describe, they're doing a dance using most of the Unison League gestures. So check it out. It also serves as a commercial for the collab event. So as you see here, you see the new cosmetic here and the new cosmetic also here. And then we have the login bonus, Airi and Hawk. And then here are the following characters that appear in the collab. So we have Meliodas and Diane. I'm sorry, by the way, my knowledge of the series is just up to the ending of Season 1. So I haven't watched Season 2 and 3. And I'm sure as heck that I am spoiled because of the things that I'm seeing here. So here's Diane and King. And then this is apparently Merlin. I see the weapon here. And Escanor. And then Gauter. One of the 10 Commandments. And Zeldris. And then here's more of the 10 Commandments. There's Melascuria and Gallant again. And then this is one of the exchange items, which is also one of the commandments. And here's Meliodas again. So yeah, I'm gonna link the website on this video, so check the description or the comment. So now let's hop onto the game to check out the things in game. So here's the title screen. It shows most of the new content so far. And here we go. And then you see here, this is the login bonus. So you get some cosmetic exchange medals. You get Elizabeth and Hawk again from the previous collab. And what I assume to be box tickets. The rest are gems. So you get Airi and Hawk that way. So we're back to having the Nanatsu no Taizai lobby. There's Mama Hawk there. And then let's move back to the Chrome window. So as you see here, this is the collab banner. And there's this particular monster that I haven't showcased yet on a video. And that's because, if you have noticed, I didn't post a video last week because I was working on my Japanese Unison League account. It's a bit stronger now, but there's still a couple growth ring stuff that I haven't unlocked yet. And I'm still working towards that, so I'm gonna post a video dedicated to it after this video, which would be hours or days from now. So for this monster, I'm going to explain her at the end of this video. So for now, we're just going to focus on the collab content. So as shown earlier, this was Airi and Hawk. And these are the following skills and the potentials. So let's have the divided window opened up. Since we already have her, let's check in the encyclopedia. Also, I had a request from a friend to display the sounds. So I'm going to play them at least twice. So here is Airi and Hawkmin. Airi and Hawk. And then here is the animation. One more time. So next up, we have this. According to the notice, it's good for new players because you can gain XP fast here. And you can also gain box tickets, which would be important for the spawn. So here are the following gear that you need to increase the prestige. As you notice, there is Escanor and Zeldris, which I will explain later, but they are Enlightenment monsters from the previous monsters in the previous collab. So, let's test it out and see how it goes. Right, looks like we're skipping. So they say their voice lines during the quest. Oh, they do the boss cuts again. You know how it's just a ball nowadays? Now they put the character in there again. And you get box tickets, yeah. And then there's the box ticket as the treasure reward. This is an item exchange thing. So here is the prestige list rewards for this collab event. So, oh, you get her at 9,000. Okay, I'm gonna farm for her because I kinda like her. Oh, you get a summoning scroll too. Okay. So yeah, I hope that these events would give us much prestige because I still need to complete my prestige rewards list. And then here's an idea on how the card flip bonus looks like for the lower levels. And now we move on to this. This seems to be the main event quest of this collab event. So you get to face off more of the 10 commandments. Here are the same prestige rewards for this particular quest. So as usual, let's do the lowest again. We always start with the first wave already cleared. Okay. Oh, they do have a point. You're not as one-shottable as the earlier quests, huh? And here's the boss. Oh! I didn't bring treasure hunt. Whoops. There we go. And we get more of those items. And we get more of those. And then back to the prestige. And then here's how the card bonus looks like for this particular quest. As you can see, you can get prestige from here. So next up, we have the Super United Defense event. So Zeldris event only appears like at certain times of the day. And it just so happens that he appears right now. So we'll be able to do the quest. So here are the following difficulties. And then here are the following conditions. You have to have 40 or 80 BP points for the lowest one. Then 400 and 800 for the second one. Still the same old with the rest of the Super United Defense monsters. And the same prestige rewards too as earlier. So as usual, let's do the lowest difficulty one. Oh, didn't expect that kind of voice. Let's move on to... So here are the following things that you need. Oh, it's already done. You don't have to pay attention to it on like the lower difficulties, but on the higher difficulties, you'll have to like rely on those so you can get through the rush time as fast as possible. So I placed 5th place. And this is how the card bonus looks like. So it's more prestige oriented. So if you want to rank up, you'll have to do more of the Super United Defense, and then possibly like 3 gems for the cards so you can get as much prestige points as possible. And then next, we have this. So if I'm reading this right, it's just a return of the previous story, but they renewed the treasure rewards so you can get like new cosmetics. So I think it's still the same story from the previous collab, but with just different rewards. So let's start. Oh, weird. It doesn't have any poison. And here's the treasure reward. You get this new face. So, as with story quest in collab events, they unlock each day, and here's the timer for when the next quest is going to unlock. So, come back to this daily so you can get all the cosmetics that are gonna be available for this event. So let's move on to the collaboration menu. So, here's the rundown of things. I'm going to explain all of these later on, so check on the timestamps for the specific ones that you want to see. So let's check on the ranking rewards, as once again, as this is a collab event, it's gonna be ranking rewards once again. So here are the ranking rewards for each of the ranks. You need to reach that certain rank in order to gain all these prizes. So feel free to pause on which ones you want to see. So as shown above on the purple paper piece, it's a summoning scroll piece of collab characters, and you get to select which scrolls do you want to make them out of. So the most you can get is 60. So here are the fuller scrolls that you can get. And as we transition here are the following scrolls. So the first scroll is 10 Commandments Commander Meliodas. So here are the following skills. And then below are the potentials too. So if they're hard to read, I'm also going to post them on my Facebook page. So the next one as shown here is Ban and Elaine from the previous collab, which is the second collab. And then Time Element Diane, which is from the first collab, but for Global UL, it's the first collab too. Which is also kind of weird because they, on the global version of the game, they skipped out on the SSR of Diane and Hendrickson. So yeah, the last scroll is Hendrickson. So next up are the box spawns. So from the notice, here are the following that you can possibly get from the box spawn. Finally, we can get the real king head. And then some previous furniture from the previous collabs. So let's move on to the game again. And as you see here, there's Airi and Hawkmin again. And then the Meliodas outfit. And that. And then Elizabeth and Meliodas. And then that once again. So here's the full box contents. There's only 193 items. Here's everything that you can get. These are a mix of stuff from the first and second collabs of Nanatsu no Taizai. Oh yeah, it can be reset. So next I'm gonna show the item that we got earlier. So this is an item. And then here are the following things you can get from the item. So the stuff that you can exchange for. So as I see here, there's new furniture. Here's one of them. And then new plush to collect. And then you can get Melascula. And then the summoning scroll is for one of the 10 commandments, which is Derieri. Speaking of, here's what she does. So those are the following skills and the potentials. So there are limited time missions that you need to do in order to get this limited time Hawkmin Pet. So let's move on to the game again. And oh, I cleared 2 of them already. Okay, so let's clear that. And it's this quest, which I assume to be chat with your pets 5 times. So once again, let's chat with Forevermin and pick random yes or no questions. I feel like you have to count the number of dots to be able to guess the yes or no, but I feel like the dots are also just the same. Now we completed it, and there we go, we got the egg. So in order to be able to hatch the egg, you have to like substitute one of your slots for the egg, just like so. So we'll check on that later once it hatches. Through the magic of editing, I hatched the egg, and so we have the Hawkmin here. So I'm gonna name it Hawk 2. Get it? Hawk 2. Okay, so you can add a hat, like so, the decorations like so. But you can't seem to add accessories. Nope, accessories is a nope. You can add the items though, which is cool. So now we move on to the aforementioned enlightenment monsters, which are Escanor and Zeldris. So they require certain gear to be enlightened, which you can only get from ranking rewards, or you buy them with IRL cash. So I missed showing that earlier, which I should do now. So it's this red medal here, and as you can see, the exchange materials for it are the enlightenment materials for Escanor and Zeldris. So these are what you're going to need to be able to enlighten them. So once again, I'm going to show Escanor here and the following skills, and then Zeldris here with the following skills. Let me scroll down a bit. There we go. And so the spawn display time. So as usual, since this is a returning collab, there will be a reprint spawn of the original characters that appeared in the previous collabs. So as you see here, here's Meliodas. I'm going to play the voice lines 2 times to see if they have 2 voice lines. And then here's Diane. Ban. Then Time Element King. Elizabeth. Can you imagine if they use dub voices for this? That's Arthur. And then Merlin. And Gauter. And then the wind element. Okay. And then Demon Meliodas. which doesn't seem to have a voice. And that's it. So for 15 gems, you can get these characters. So this is the second spawn, and this one is a bit more important because since you can get the returning collab characters from the second collab, it's a way to easier get Escanor once again. So as you see here, they are returning gear from the second collab. And then here's Escanor. Oh, there's two voices. Notice that in global they didn't have the additional voice. I have to put these voices in the wiki. So here are the following steps. So for 10 gems, you can get 1 returning weapon or defense gear, guaranteed. And then for the second step, 20 gems, which is 1 returning collab gear, guaranteed. And for the last step, it's 1 returning collab character, guaranteed. So, like the ones displayed here, you have a chance to get them for this amount of gems. And now we move on to the main spawn. As usual, there is a free spawn once a day. And then there's these usual 1 UR max guaranteed. And then the 1 SSR guaranteed here. And then 1 collab weapon or defense gear guaranteed. So let's do the free one first. Oops, didn't get anything. Oh, not even the collab SR. That sucks. Okay, so here's Meliodas and Elizabeth. Oh, Meliodas doesn't speak. Okay. Oh, King doesn't speak this time. Oh, there we go. There's 2 voices. Then there's Merlin. And then the weapons. Those are how they look like. And then the defense gear. Oh, so you get Elizabeth's cosmetic too. And then Zeldris too. Oh, this guy. Okay. And then, oh yeah, that's the SR that I mentioned earlier. So, the thing with the SR is that they usually just make SR gear, so at least you can get like some collab content when you spawn. So that's the reason why they make those SR gear. As a consolation prize for a kind of bad spawn. So, as we move on to the Chrome, you can see their skills here. So, this is what Meliodas and Elizabeth does for the skill. And then here is the potentials. And then as you see here, they have this prestige 100%. So yeah, they increase prestige by 100% if you have them equipped. So it doesn't have to be the main slot, they just have to be equipped. So there's King and Diane. And then the potentials here. And then there's Gouter. And then the potentials right here. And then there's Merlin. And then the potentials right here. And then this is Gloxinia. I keep on forgetting the name since earlier. And then here are the following potentials. And then here are the weapons. So the weapons are the usual Testament skills. So for the Sword and Lance, it's Physical Testament XXL. And then for the bow is Fatal Testament XXL, and then Magic Testament XXL for the staff. And then for the relic, it's Healing Testament XXL. So for the defense gear, they're only body gear and armor and clothing because they want to display the cosmetics, so they rarely just do the headgear. So clothing and armor, and all of the skills are gonna be Physical Reflection XXL once the collab event ends. So here's one for Zeldris, and for that guy earlier. And then, what's the name again? Oh, Gloxinia. Okay. And then Meliodas. So yeah, as you see here, there are treasure box contents. And that's because there's also a treasure spawn. So let's segue into that. And there's 6 boxes, and here are the following things that you can exchange for the treasure medals. So these are the prizes. Again, feel free to pause. So yeah. There are also some returning cosmetics at the Cosmetic Shop. So in case you miss getting them the first time, here's your chance once again, but this time in cosmetic form. I suggest getting this one because this is a very versatile cosmetic. You can use it for your favorite ninja girl set. And then there's also the weapons here. And then this one, which changes the arrow, pretty cool. And then there's the nunchucks. If you're thinking of getting the Bruce Lee cosmetic, you need this nunchuck for sure. And then there's the pillow and the form. So that's it. There are only 3 gems. So if you have the gems, you can get them now at the Cosmetic Shop. So you're probably wondering, who is the monster on that banner? Well, she actually appears in the main story, alongside Apollo too. So there's Apollo. You see her here. And her name is Suzaku. So, in the story, the regions of Sagarius are ruled by the 5 secret beasts. So she's one of them, and she finally makes an appearance in the game. So they're in reference to like the Chinese secret beasts. So there's her. And actually, she's available in the newly revamped gem spawn. So as you can see here, you can finally get the likes of Chopin, Robin Hood, and Brahma. Kroit, we've already had Kroit before. You can get Simone now and Mitra as random stats, of course, along with these weapons in regular gem spawn. So Suzaku can be obtained here, which is one of the ways you can obtain her. The other way is to actually do the story, which you can get one right away for free. So I'm gonna do it with you, Drents, right now. And then I assume we face Suzaku. Yeah, there we go. Once again, I didn't bring treasure. Oh no, there wasn't any bubble. So I guess that makes her the second monster that is available to be obtained through the story quest, the first one being Philo. But as you see here, I can obtain her now. And let's go. Got her right away. And here's her right here. She starts already at UR once you get her. So if you want her SSR form, you have to spawn in the gem spawn. And that'll be all for this week in Japanese Unison League updates. As mentioned before, I am still working on a Japanese UL related video, and I hope I make it in time before the features actually make it to global. to actually show my status on it, here's how it looks like for me currently. So I'm close to finishing Treasure Hunter, and I'm pretty far from finishing Rook. But I at least finished Berserker already. So I expect to be finished like in a couple of days, or if I put my alternate, a few hours. So comment, like the video for more Unison League content. I do these Japanese Unison League videos weekly. It just happened that last week I didn't get to post a video, and I apologize for that. And I also do Monster Hunter World streams every weekend, so come and join us for that. So thank you for watching, and TaikunZ zoning out.